Good day everyone, my name is Ana Leemitario and my team will be presenting the college program simulator using an object-oriented programming using the Java application or the Java console application.
Now moving forward, we have a for loop condition set in here, and if this condition is met, the system will print certain statements with certain methods in it or actions, such as the program name. That will also include the program name from the storage or from the user input to the storage, and from the storage took by the system and then printed on the console. And moving forward, we have the manage curriculum method that makes an exception while accessing the information using the user input stream or reading an information that do not exist in the method or class. And then inside of this manage curriculum method, there will be sets of printing statement guide for the user, such as asking the user for the curriculum chosen details, or write the new curriculum name or the curriculum year or the curriculum new details. And then after that, the system, we also have here a method for incrementing the ID, since mentioned earlier that the curriculum ID is set the value to 1. So by default, as the program or the system starts to run, we will have a curriculum ID starting from 1, and every time the user adds another curriculum or wanted to add another curriculum, it will increment the value from 1, or like adding 1, it will become 2 on the next creation of curriculum. Now moving forward, we have the method for adding the program itself, and then lastly we have the method for removing the program.
Dangal greetings. My name is Jomar Flores and I'm going to discuss the program code. For the program code, we put private string program name and program department for declaring the strings. And for the program ID, we put private int program ID is equals to 1 to declare an integer with the default value to set 1. For the curriculum, list of curriculum, we put private list curriculum equals to new array list curriculum, declaring of array list for a data storage. And we put buffer reader to declaration of buffer reader with an input stream reader. And for the object curriculum, we declare curriculum object curriculum is equals to new curriculum, declaration of default curriculum object. For the getter, public string get program name gets the string value of the program name. Return program name returns the string of the program name. And for the get program code, gets the string value of get program code and return department and return program department, return the string value of program department. And for the list curriculum, we put public list curriculum get list curriculum, get the value of the list curriculum and return the value of the list curriculum. And for the program ID, we put public int get program ID gets the int value of the program ID and returns the string value of the program department. And for the program, and from the last one, the program, we put the default constructor of the program and get the parameterized constructor of the class program, public program, string program name, string program code, int program ID, that assign the ID parameter value in the program name program department, and program ID. Class field to initialize the value and use this keyword to identify that you are accessing the class field individually. This program name is equals to program name. This program department is equals to program code. This program ID is equals to program ID.
Good day, sir. I am Gutierrez Miko of 2ITA and I am going to present the other half of the program class. The create program method makes an exception while accessing the information using the user input stream or reading an information that do not exist in the method. This prints the program name, prints a statement guide for the user input. The program name string reads and accepts a string user input. And as for the other, it prints a statement guide for user input also and reads and accepts a string user input. So we add a new program object by putting the program name 1 string and the program code 1 string and the program ID as the parameters of the new object. This is the declaration of a parameterized object of class program. Below that is incrementing the value of the program ID. And after it has been created, it calls the method viewProgram via the declaration of the object program. Then it returns the value of a object program. Next is the viewProgram method. It is declared for viewing the program values. This prints a line acting as separator for running systems readability. And below that is the printing of the value of the program name, department, and ID. And below is the loop, the if statement that the condition is set for if-else looping. If condition is met, it will execute this program has no curriculum listed yet. Else, if condition is not met, it will print the curriculum printed in the program. The curriculum is accessed through a loop by curriculum object curriculum to list curriculum. And it will execute the view method from the curriculum class. So this is the parameterized method for adding a curriculum that reads the current value of this curriculum and adding it in curriculum. Next one is for removing curriculum which reads the current value of this curriculum and removes it in curriculum. Next is a parameterized Boolean method is for checking if the curriculum exists in the system. If the condition is set, it will perform the loop and will return the value as true, and it will return the existing value. Thank you, sir.
Good day, sir. I'm Crystal Jindia and I'm from 2ITA, and we will discuss the project of week 17 final project, which is the Java console application. So first, I will discuss the code line 1 to 33 of the main class. At the beginning of the program code, you will see different import Java. So the import Java IO buffered reader reads the character input string text. While the import Java IO exception is a base class for exceptions thrown while accessing information using the streams. The import Java IO import stream reader reads and decodes bytes into characters. So moreover, the import Java util array allows implementation of a resizable array list, and lastly is the import Java utilization list, which allows access or usage of the list. So let's now move on to the implementation of the class. There is a declaration of array list for data storage. First is the private static list program and the private static list curriculum. There is also a entry code that accepts number format exception and IO exception, which is the public static void main that consists of buffered reader that declares a buffered reader with an input stream reader. Program object program that consists of the new program and the curriculum object curriculum, which is a new curriculum, and the system outprint that will print the welcome to 108 final project. We also put user condition option that will print the menu or options of the program that will let the user enter their selection. So if the user selects or enters number 1, it will automatically allows the system to create a new program. If the user selects 2, it will allow the user to create new curriculum. And 3, it will allow you to search a program or a curriculum. 4, it will allow you to view all the programs or curriculum inside the system. And the number 5, it lets you manage a curriculum. So the last one is the number 6, which is the exit that will allow you to terminate the program. So the next presenter will discuss the other methods and conditions of the main class. Next presenter, please.
I am Carly Rangalang from TUITA, and I will discuss about the second part of case 2 in our finals project. The condition if check is equal to -1, if the condition is met, it will perform action system out print line. The program with ID does not exist, please try again. Else, if the ID does exist, it will successfully create a curriculum. Case 3. If the condition if list program is less than or equal to 0, it will perform action system out print line no program yet. Else, it will show the selection 1 view program list and its curriculum, 2 view curriculum and its program list. If you choose one, you are expected to input the program ID you want to view. Then it will display right here. Then if you choose number 2, it is the same with option number 1. It will print the curriculum name and program where the curriculum is enlisted.
Good day, sir. I am Charisma Azores, and today I will be discussing the rest lines of code in case 3 and the case 4 in our final project. First, as previously mentioned, the system will let the user to search a program or curriculum from the system. If the size of a list program is less than or equal to 0, the system notifies the user that such program has not yet been registered with the system. Now, let's proceed to the rest part of the case 3, where the line code number 90, the list program that get program ID 1 that view program, is a method to view the program ID taken data from the list program. If the selection is equal to 0 and it is not met, it will perform an alternative condition. The method list curriculum size is equal to operator 0 The system will perform such an action that will let the user know there is no curriculum registered yet at the system, but if the operation does not meet, it will perform an alternative condition, and if it is met, the system will let the user to enter a curriculum ID to view. The line of code in curriculum ID equals integer that parse in is used to read and accept an integer input that the user will enter. For looping condition is set the line of code list curriculum that size will be used. If the looping condition is met, the system will overwrite the value of curriculum with the value of I, and the termination of program will happen. As if the condition is not met, it will perform the alternative condition and print invalid input and terminate the program. Now, let's proceed or discuss the menu option number 4. For the condition set in case 4, if the list of program is less than or equal to 0, then it will display an input that inform the user that there is no program yet. Else, if the condition is not met, system will perform the alternative condition, and if the alternative condition is not met, the system will print the menu and statement, and then print also a line of program readability. After that, the system will print a statement guide for user and declare an integer reading or accepting field. If the selection size is equal to 1, this will set a for loop condition, as if the condition is not met, system will perform an alternative condition, then will have another if loop condition set that will inform the user that there is no curriculum yet. Well, if the condition is not met, but if the condition is not met, the alternative condition will perform and execute for loop condition. Lastly, then if the for loop condition mentioned earlier is not met, it will perform the alternative condition. But if the alternative condition is not met, system will print the invalid input statement and terminate the loop.
Hey sir, I am Catherine Asuncion from 2ITA and I will be discussing the Case 5. Our Case 5 is for the enlistment, removal, and editing the details of the curriculum. To execute the Case 5, we first create a statement guide from which the user can select the action he wants to perform. We also utilize the method integer.parseInt to convert a string representation of the user's input into integer value so that the program can execute the chosen action of the user. We also use the conditional statements to execute the conditions under Case 5. Since Case 5 holds multiple conditions, we use the for conditional statement. We also use the if, else if statement to execute the actions considering the conditions of our Case 5. If the selection of the user satisfies the condition under if statement, the program will execute the action under if. But if the selection of the user does not satisfy the condition under if, the condition and action under else statement will be executed. An else if statement will be executed for the new condition to be performed if the selection of the user doesn't satisfy the first condition. We also have the break method for the termination of the loop if the conditions is met so that the condition under Case 5 wouldn't be never ending.
Good day, sir. My name is Jan Kenneth Aquino and my student number is 2100991. Today, I am assigned to discuss the rest of parts in Case 5 and Case 6 from the main class of our final project. The code if check1 is equal to 1 is a condition for verifying an index position and will print a statement that tells the program ID does not exist. But when the condition is not met, it will perform an alternative condition and print a statement guide for user input. Next is to declare an integer, reading, or accepting field and, and declare the real curriculum ID an integer value that is overwritten by remove curriculum value. The code int check to equal 1 is for the declaration of an integer with a default value of 1. After this, the for loop condition is set, and if it is not met, the system will perform the condition where the remove curriculum ID value is overwritten by the value of integer I. If check2 is equal to 1, it will print that the curriculum ID does not exist and ask the user to try again. If this condition is not met, the system are allowed to perform an alternative condition, but if the loop condition or if the loop condition is less than or equal to 1, the system will print a statement. Else, if the condition is not met, perform the alternative condition. When the condition in line of code in number 225 and 225 is met, the system will print a system that curriculum is successfully removed from the program. Else, if it is not met, it will print the alternative statement. In else if condition that will verify the index position and allow the user to input a curriculum ID for editing some details. If declared integer with the default value of -1, this will perform the looping condition set from line number 240. If the condition is not met, the system will perform the condition from line code 241 and it will then terminate the loop. If the curriculum ID is equals to 1, the system will print the curriculum ID and tells it does not exist. If the condition is met and if the condition not met, the system will perform the alternative condition. In line code number 250 and 251 is a condition that is not met, the system will print a statement invalid input and then terminate the loop. Now let's proceed to case 6. The last case from the main class. If the user chose the option 6 from the condition, the system will exit and print the thank you message.
Good day, sir. I am John Kerwin E. Caballes and my student number is 2101068. I will discuss the feature and validation of our program while running it. The main feature of our program is first, the user need to make a program first before creating the curriculum, because the curriculum need a program when creating it. To use the option 3, 4, and 5, the user need to create program or curriculum first. By creating the curriculum, the user need to put some information about it and where to enlist the curriculum in the programs created. Then our project will check if that program is existing. If not, our project program will tell the user that the program with that ID does not exist. By searching, the user need to input the ID of the program or curriculum. Then our program project will show the result. The option 4 will ask the user what to display if it's program or curriculums. In the option 5, first we choose the remove curriculum to a program to show that the user cannot remove the curriculum in a program if it is only enlisted on one program, because the curriculum is required to be enlisted to one or more program. So let's enlist the curriculum to another program, but first, let's display the all programs and its curriculum to see the changes. And let's enlist and remove the curriculum to a program. As you can see, the programs and curriculums has been updated. Like other option, our project program will check if that curriculum is existing. To manage a curriculum, let's display first its details. Then let's edit the details. As you can see, the details has been changed. That is all, sir. Thank you for listening. That concludes our project. Thank you.